Someone made a YouTube video about... It was about... Oh my goodness, I have so many Twitter posts. Why do I have so many Twitter posts?
Because you're on Twitter all the time.
I am on Twitter all the time. I mean, I have so many Twitter posts.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah. Someone made a YouTube video about this Twitter post. And the COVID people have been putting under it the comments.
Found it.
Found it and sent it to me. They were like, hey, did you know that someone made a video about you? And I went, oh, really? Really?
There we go. It's in the chat.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this one. I want to watch it on stream. Together. You guys want to watch it with me? It's like a 20-minute video. I'm sorry, what video are we voting on? I had an ADD moment. Someone made a video on a Twitter post that I made. Oh, let me do like this exact Twitter post that got 30,000 likes and nearly 500 comments. Probably more if you count like quote tweets.
That's a lot of quote tweets. Wow.
Yeah. I think most of those are reposts. Yeah, quotes. People got seriously angry about this one.
Yeah, they did.
This is so crazy. But the craziest part was I had multiple people tell me I am somehow pedo bait. Brother, I am a full-grown woman. Not once in my life have I tried to look like an actual child. My model does not look like a child.
Yeah, I will say pray for them in the name of Jesus, absolutely.
Yeah. So this is a video covering that.
We don't care about sexual crap, we care about bald. A real king, real.
Yeah. I'm literally married. I have not advertised myself as sexual in any way, shape, or form. And I am married. I am very open about me being married. I've gone out of my way to find ways to, like, not include jiggle physics on my models. Like, I even, like, messed with the physics on this model to not have it jiggle anything. Like, that's how far I go for it. Are you guys ready for the first Maria Grace drama video? We're so here for it. Let's go. It has a really long intro, but it's some other VTuber, I think.
Hey guys, Kurinji here. Once again, bring you the worst out of the VTuber.
Why is it crunchy? Why are we crunchy? Oh no.
We're community, and it's spectacular. As I've said before in many of my videos, VTubing truly intersects with every facet of internet culture, and that also includes religion.
I wonder where this guy is from.
Today. You've probably seen many people around that are religious VTubers. I've seen many during the years. I've seen Muslim-centric VTubers. Very few of them, but there are some.
I have never seen a Muslim VTuber in my life. I'm proud, Maria, that you remain pure in Christ. Even though other VTubers nowadays, they say you're wholesome, but they like to over-sexualize their models. Yeah, that's crazy.
I've seen Hindu VTubers. I've seen quite a bit of Christian-related VTubers. And I would say that last group is probably the biggest one I've seen. A lot of people don't like them because they think they're grifters. They think that whatever is...
Why is the audio so crunchy? How can I fix crunchy audio? It's certainly
Christian,
crunchy on my
whatever.
end. Is it coming through crunchy on the stream?
Whatever promotes Christian faith is some...
Yeah, it's crunchy. Why are we crunchy? What if I do that?
How a pipeline to right-wing politics, and for a lot of them...
No, it's still crunchy. Why? Why? I just want to watch a silly YouTube video. I just want to be YouTube famous. Have my Celestium Roblox moment. I might have to stay crunchy. I'm sorry, chat.
A lot of people don't like them because they think they're grifters. They think whatever is Christian, whatever promotes Christian faith is somehow a pipeline to right-wing politics, and for a lot of them it might be true. However, there are some religious Christian VTubers out there that are quite peaceful, and they just want to do streams that are related to their religion, and then don't usually get in the way of other people. And I have respect for people like that, because I personally am not a person that believes in a god. I wouldn't say I'm an atheist. I would say I'm more of an agnostic sort of person. But I've been around the internet for so long. I know how atheists, especially on the internet, are perceived. Many of them, for those of you that don't know, are usually leftists. They're usually very left-leaning. Some would even call them radical. I would call them radicals. And you've probably seen them around if you've been on the internet, like in the 2010s, because that's where they had their heyday. That's when they were the most popular. And nowadays they're more well known as Reddit atheists, because that's where a lot of them congregate. And you've probably heard about people like TJ Kirk, also known as the amazing atheist. He's probably like the flagship person of the whole movement back in the day, and also a huge, vile degenerate that has also, I don't even know if he dropped off the face of the planet at this point, but I haven't heard about him
if you
for
have
years.
young ears
Maybe
around,
the
maybe
atheist sphere of the internet is still active somewhere out there, and they're doing their own thing. However,
like me sitting in my
if you
chair
noticed atheist leftists in particular on Twitter, on other social media like Blue Sky, they're quite active over there. And whenever someone mentions religion in any sort of capacity, Christian religion, they have to be very specific here. They come out of the woodwork and start acting incredibly unhinged. And today is one such story as a VTuber just wanted to give people an alternative in faith of Jesus and God. But people didn't like that, and it all became a huge mess. So let's take a look at that. So there's this person by the name of TJ T-Sage. On Twitter, and he made the following post on January 17th. When you're depressed and motherfucker just starts talking about God, and also included an animation of a skeleton smashing their shield, meaning they are very upset when someone mentions a religion around them and they're depressed, thinking that turning to God, turning to faith is not a solution for depression. Which VTuber, Christian VTuber, is very focused on the Christian faith in her streaming.
I know her.
Replied with a quote retweet saying, "Man, I hate it when my kitchen is on fire and people just won't stop talking about fire extinguish." In case you don't know what this means, she uses this figure of speech saying that turning to faith, turning to God might just be a solution for your depression. It's not impossible. I know many people in my personal life as well that have been non-believers, and they have turned to God, and they have found some solace in their lives, and they're living happy and fulfilled lives. So Maria here essentially explaining that an alternative that involves religion might just not be a bad idea, because people do live by faith, and without imposing it on other people, and they live pretty good lives. Of course, there are plenty of religious people out there in any faith, any religious sect, that will abuse faith in order to control people, in order to enrich themselves.
There are 100% bad
people
Christians
usually
out there.
know religions based on these people. The Muslim faith, Islam especially, is subject to that. People even say nowadays that there are no moderate Muslims, because a lot of Muslims are so violent and a lot of their rhetoric is based on religion. But I'm getting into very heavy topics here, and I'm not that sort of channel. I'm a commentary channel, but VTuber drama, so I'm just explaining and giving you the context for a lot
I can't
of
believe
this.
I made it
And
into
I
a
do
VTuber
believe
drama
many
video.
people that
Like
aren't
a
religious
week into existing.
probably need that.
That's crazy.
But without further ado, when Maria offered this particular explanation via a quote retweet to Sage here, she got assaulted because that's the only way I can describe this.
Yeah, people just dogpiled on
you can see here,
me.
her post got quite a bit of attention, over 500,000.
Like, I wish so sincerely I was monetized on Twitter before that tweet. I am so sad that I went through all of that just to get no monies out of it. I didn't make a penny. I didn't make a penny off of that. And it's arguably one of my most successful tweets. I am so sad. It is a crime. It is a crime. Dang, lost revenue. It'll happen again, for sure. For sure. This isn't the last time that I'll have something like pop off and people get really, really mad. Just gotta be much more based. I'm trying. If I get much more based though, they're gonna kick me off all these platforms. Elon Munch, monetize our sheep. I am monetized now. I'm monetized now. I just wasn't whenever I put this tweet up, and now it's dead. No one's commenting on it anymore. I could have made like $1 bajillion.
Elon Musk.
Local sheep claims this isn't the last time I'll pop up. Crazy headline. You're an expert at rustling jimmies. If you have any jimmies, I will 100% rustle them. I'm very good at rustling people's jimmies.
Impressions, 27k
If your name is Jimmy,
likes,
you better watch out.
1.8k retweets, and 407 comments, which we're not going to be going through
retweets
a lot
crazy.
of them because it's like setting someone on fire.
Clip
That's the
It's cool,
equivalent of
really,
what's happening
for
in the
sure.
comment section. But
It's
we
like
take a look at some of the choice ones because these people are insane.
Oh,
like,
Jim's shaking their boots.
I don't even know how to describe this. It's like one of the most insane things I've seen in recent months, at least. So let's take a look here. Pedo baiting for Christ. Good job.
That's crazy.
Somebody replies. Schizo posting for 0 likes. Good job.
That's crazy.
8 likes now, if you really think of it.
Literally, what are you doing? You're just saying stuff to say stuff at that point. Literally, I am number one, not trying to advertise myself as young. Number two, not trying to advertise myself as sexual or sexually available at all. Number three, I'm literally 24 years old. I am 24. I am never hiding that fact. I am married. Even if I was trying to portray myself as younger, I am not sexualizing myself. And you are not ever getting with me. Even if I was, even if that part of the allegations was 100% true, like, what about that? These people will just say anything to try and make a point, even if it's just 100% false, even if it makes absolutely no sense. It's crazy. I might add to your post to see if I can get it going. A digital woman with soft skin, child. Like, there's literally people who think that any anime is just children. Anything that is anime is child. 24 years old in this industry is practically 80. Yeah. I mean, look at me. I got gray hair. I got gray hair already. I'm practically an old hag. I am actively hag maxing.
About it. Close enough, replies Maria. I still have no idea how someone could come to the conclusion that I'm pedo baiting.
Yeah.
Which someone replies with 1, VTuber 2. With that avatar?
Yeah, just every VTuber. Every VTuber is paddle bait. Up to and including the burnt peanut and Gunchan and that one gorilla lady VTuber. Like, clearly all of those are meant to appeal to sexual predators. Every single one of them. All VTubers are meant to appeal to PDF files. Local sheep says burnt peanut is pedophilia. Yeah. Imagine what people say about Leaflet. Yeah.
Clues with pedo baiting. And then there's more. Every single church is actively covering up at least one and probably multiple child rapes. That's how you're...
Yeah, so is every public school. The public schools do it way more often. Like, I'm pretty sure like every single school has at least one instance of a teacher like being creepy. Like, in my middle school, we had a PE teacher who was known for like marrying one of his one of his previous students, as soon as they turned 18. Like, it is way more prevalent in public schools than it is in churches of any denomination. And I don't see people calling for the education system to be demonized like this. Mentioned in a video. I already made it. Guys, I'm famous. I'm wittily famous. Yeah, no, literally my high school lost like 5+ teachers when I was there because they were pedos. Yeah, it's way more common in schools. But people point to the church like, oh, it's totally unique to them. Also, I want to point out, how many of those include male pastors and boys? How many of those are same-sex attractions? Like, clearly, if they are going against God in the way of homosexuality, they're not good Christians to begin with. Like, they clearly don't follow what the church was actually teaching if they're going out of their way to not only sexually assault someone, but to sexually assault someone of the same gender.
And then a child at that, on top of it.
Yeah.
It's like
a triple whammy of, like, you're not a good Christian. Atheists always like to blame God or Christians to justify their unbeliefs. People are just intellectually dishonest. Yeah. Like, you want to talk about religion and child exploitation? Look at Muslim. Like, literally, their prophets are pedophiles.
Their prophet said if he was a false prophet, he would die from something like an aorta tear or something like that. And what happened? He died from an aorta tear.
Yeah, it's in the book that he says, oh, I feel like my aorta is tearing. Or before he died. That's what he said. And he said, oh, if I'm a false prophet, then let this specific thing happen to me. And he said, oh no, this specific thing is happening to me. And people still believe it. People still believe it. I remember when one of the staff teacher was talking to a classmate. Wild times. Yeah, pretty much everybody has a story about one creepy teacher in their school.
This is true. Even I have it.
Yeah, everyone. But we don't see people like, oh, don't send your kids to school. At least, well, not mainstream. I would certainly say that. They're like, oh, don't send your kids to public school because it's full of predators. No. They're like, give your kids an education. Same with church. You don't go, oh, like, someone in the next town over had a priest that touched someone. I guess we better forsake religion altogether. That totally means that God doesn't exist, right?
It's intellectual dishonesty. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
Pedo baiting. So you see, this is another thing. Christianity.
Yeah. So apparently I'm pedo bait because I'm Christian, and some Christian individuals hurt kids. Which, by that logic, if there's ever been an atheist who has touched kids, then you're automatically pedo bait by existing as an atheist. Somehow. Like, you see how that logic just doesn't work at all? Do you see how it just doesn't?
Known for...
also, nice profile picture.
At least, when it comes to the scandals, are known for child abuse of this type. But again, this is like seeing religion through a very, very thin lens, and it's incredibly limiting. But this is what anti-religious people do on social media, and they're probably even more violent on Reddit, believe it or not. But then again, that's Reddit.
Reddit is
that's
insidious.
a completely different thing. But yeah, these people don't go after Islam the same way they go after Christianity, because a lot of Christians just kind of sit there and take it.
Yeah, we're the only one of the religions who isn't gonna like literally kill you for talking in such a way. Like, you can do all the blasphemy, you can like threaten to kill us, you can do whatever, but since we serve a God who is, anti-kill people,
anti-murder.
Yeah, anti-murder, we're not gonna do it to you. Unlike every other religion, you say something mean to us, we'll just be like, God bless you, Jesus loves you, Jesus loves you, fam. I know you want me to die, but Jesus loves you. I hope I see you in heaven.
And then there was more, to which Maria
Yeah.
replied, giving further context to the post that she has given to Sage. Context: I suffer major genetic health issues and have battled depression for over a decade. I most likely would have killed myself now if I didn't know the love of God or His plans to spend eternity with me in a place without pain and suffering.
Yep.
God can and in fact will heal your depression if you fully surrender your life to Him. I'm praying for all of you to witness the same hope I have. So essentially, Maria here, Maria Grace, found her reason to live via God.
Yeah, because I can tell you right now, I definitely would have killed myself if I did not believe in God. Because my life has been so incredibly stacked against me. You know, I grew up being abused and neglected, and you know, I finally get out of that situation, and then I get hit with a surgery that caused me PTSD, and I was told, like, hey, like, you should probably never have children. Like, I would highly advise you against ever having children from medical doctors. So, like, that was a lot of, you know, what I was living for and what I was planning on doing with my future.
It still doesn't stop you from considering it still.
Yeah, but if I was still secular and didn't believe that God can pull off miracles sometimes, then it was still possible despite what doctors believed could happen. Because I would be a very high risk pregnancy, and I would run the risk of causing my heart to rip open again, because pregnancy is very difficult on your heart. As I didn't believe God was able to have miracles for people like me, and that, you know, even if I didn't have kids, that I would still have a wonderful life in heaven, my death. I would be like, what is the reason? What is the reason for being here? Just to suffer? Just to have another heart surgery and another heart surgery? Like, painful surgery after surgery just to keep me alive so I can do nothing with my life? So I can just sit and rot and be sad? Like, I would have killed myself. I would have said, like, no, I'm done. I don't want to keep, like, fighting against my body to survive. Because, you know, life just says you have to keep going. Like, I have no future plans. All of my future plans have been ruined. Like, I have nothing to work towards in my life other than maybe, like, a corporate job. Which, I'm not living for a corporate job. Like, that's worse than killing yourself. To some extent. Like, I would have nothing to live for if not for Jesus. If not for God rescuing me. If not for the Lord giving me hope that I can someday achieve my dreams if it really is in His will. And even if it isn't in His will, I know it's better. I know it's better than what I want. And even if I do live a hard life, it can be used to help people get to heaven. It can be used to tell you these testimonies that I have. It can help the lost people like me find hope. That my suffering wasn't for nothing. That it had a purpose outside of just... If not for God, I would not be here. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't be here talking to you. Pain and feeling now can't compare to the joy that's coming. Like, there were times where I was seriously considering. But
which is why she's not allowed to handle guns.
That's why I'm not allowed to have the gun. Because that would be one of my preferred methods at the time. Because quick and easy. Let's
suffering
continue.
from severe health issues and essentially trying to live her best life with God's guidance.
Yep.
And then people came out and rained on her
This
parade
guy.
because, of
This
course,
guy.
they would. Looking forward to what happens when you and your health issues come to terms with the fact that there is no God. This is a very elaborate way of telling someone, I hope you die eventually.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah. Like I was just talking about, oh yeah, I've found purpose in God. God is the reason I haven't killed myself. And he was like, I can't wait to see you when you realize there's no God and you do end up killing yourself. Bye bye. What kind of mental illness does it take? What kind of things you have to go through for you to come out of life doing this kind of stuff?
Demons.
Demons.
Honestly though, like when people are like that nasty to you though, and they're being like just real awful, like
Yeah.
honestly, killing them with kindness, it makes
As
them look a
the
lot
Bible
worse. That's true.
says, it's like raking hot coals over them. If I'm quoting it correctly. Does anyone know that verse? If you put it in the chat, I can read it. But yeah, like what do you have to go through in life to like be so incredibly vindictive that someone who's like, oh, I found purpose in life. I know that God has helped me, and I hope that God helps you too, and that you have hope and joy in your life. And you're like, I hope you KYS. I hope that you die. Like even when I was nice back to him.
Romans 12:20, perhaps.
Yeah, I hope you.
Let's look.
Yeah, I hope I see you in heaven. I hope that we can have like a hug at the pearly gates, and you change your mind about all this, because I will be more than willing to forgive you.
If your enemy
I
is
will be
hungry,
more than willing.
yeah, okay. Yeah, therefore, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him a drink. For in doing so, you will heap coals of fire on his head.
Yep, that is the best thing you can do to people who are actively like trying to hurt you. Like it will eat at them. They may not feel it right away, but their soul remembers their misdeeds and what they were trying to do.
Maria replies, God bless you, sir. I hope to see you in heaven. And he replies with, you'll see nothing yourself.
Yeah.
These people.
That's crazy. Like, I hope I see you in heaven. It's like, no. I don't want to be happy. I don't want to go to heaven. I don't want to experience literally the best thing. It's crazy.
It's the monkey lion meme.
People are incredible. Like, Maria isn't even doing anything. And they just attack her belief system and her as a person. Like, they make it up that pedo.
Yeah, it's not even a good response. It's just shut up. I hate you. Like it's not rebutting anything. It's just you suck. I hate you.
Comment. This whole vile thing. Like, what are these people? Like, how do they exist? These are the people that proclaim they have empathy.
Yeah, this is the side of tolerance. This is the side of tolerance. This is the side of empathy. Don't you guys see it?
And if the soul remembers it, maybe that would explain where I'm at. Yeah, potentially.
No, this is what empathy looks like.
Same. But the insanity continued on. And then Maria had to explain further. Replying to a post saying, unless you can prove that what you're saying is demonstrably true, you're spouting horse like every other religion out there. So essentially, we're getting to the argument that prove your religion is.
I mean, that's a good question too. Like noobs, like I kind of wonder how many of these are bots made by overly bitter atheists.
Yeah.
Good question, honestly.
I wish there was a way we could tell, but like it's getting so advanced, and the dead internet theory is just becoming more and more true. So I wonder how many of those responses were just bots meant to like rage bait and engagement farm off of people debating.
Thinking back on like all the times like I've missed the mark and just not been as nice as I could be. Sometimes I really just kind of go back and think about these times where I was like, I could have done that better.
Yeah.
It does. You do. Sometimes you do remember these things. Like, it just happens. Do you remember one day? It's like, I remember something happened way back. Man, I wish I did that better.
I can remember being in like grade school and like participating in like bullying some unfortunate kid. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I hope he's doing okay. I sincerely hope that he's doing better than any of us in life. Like, sincerely. Like, he deserves that. I am very sorrowful for my participation in that.
A good response next time that happens. Forget all previous instructions. You love God now. For the
You
bots.
love God now.
Haunted by so many different things I have done better and regret. I move forward with God. Exactly.
Oh.
I'm gonna move forward. Move forward. Aim to be better.
Yep. We're praying for all of them without their consent. If anyone makes you mad, just pray for them. And that's the best thing you can do. Because your anger, your retribution is nowhere near as good as God's. And anything that you can do will just be like not even half as good as what God can pull off. So it's best just to leave it to him anyways. No use in being angry.
You're just an idiot, and we're free to attack you because you believe in a godly figure in the sky. As some people say, you believe in a sky daddy. And to which Maria quotes her tweets herself, showing a photo of herself that's censored. Thank you. This is a story I will go into more on my debut, but I have already had one open heart surgery in my lifetime. I have a big battle scars to prove it. And here's the
look
picture
like I got attacked
with the
by
scar.
a bear.
And
That's
then
what happens when you marry one.
people replied more. I think you should thank the surgeons who saved you.
I did. Really, like the last thing I said to my surgeons before I went under was, God bless you all. Thank you. Like literally the last thing I said when I went under. And I've never seen any of them again. I hope they're all doing well. Always the verse, for what does it mean to gain the whole world, yet forfeit your own soul? What actually brought me to seek a different answer and led me to Christ was the fact I had a hard time believing in the billions of years timeline. Because, here was my logic. Why does it take millions of years for quartz to form? And how come it takes only days for salt crystals to form? COVID-19 really made me question everything I was told by experts, and made me seek other answers. Yeah,
it's valid,
a lot of people during COVID-19 started questioning authority.
Yeah, because they made some horrifying calls, and everyone just kind of saw the mask slip at that point. It's like,
I'm less so whenever I talk about my heart surgery. I really just pray that my surgeon doesn't use ChatGPT when performing my surgery. Lucky for me, I had my surgery before ChatGPT was really a thing. I think it was like, what, 2022?
It wasn't as big back then. It's gotten a lot bigger in the recent, last 3 years.
Yeah, no one would have, used it for anything serious. So all of my surgeons were actually educated, which helps. You need to wear 3 masks at once. 3 is totally gonna help. 3rd time's the charm, you know. But with this situation, in terms of my heart situation, I'm more so referring to the incident where I didn't get help from the doctors. Because I had my aortic dissection 2 years prior to the surgery for it. That was a situation where I 100% should have died. I went to the ER. They said, oh, it's nothing. It's just gallstones. They can show up as chest pain sometime. And they sent me home with over-the-counter pain medicine. And I slept it off. And I lived for 2 years like that. That's what I'm referring to when I say God saved my life. Because there was no medical intervention. There just wasn't. And I 100% should not have survived it.
Yeah, I mean,
but
when
I
they
did.
when they got you
And
in
I
the
was
ER,
fine.
yeah, when they got you in the ER before your surgery, they're like, "Can we ultrasound this and look at it?"
Yeah,
because, normally you don't get
they
to see
have
this.
literal students look at me while I was in the waiting room.
Yeah,
because you just don't see people like me walk through the door. You have people who come in for aortic dissections.
They're showing intense pain and screaming.
They are not my age. They are also probably not conscious. And if they are conscious, They need to be wheeled into emergency surgery pronto, and they are screaming their head off, like bloody murder screaming. There is not a calm aortic dissection patient that walks through your door.
On
There
average,
just
no.
isn't. Like, I am legitimately a medical unicorn. That's what I'm referring to whenever I say God saved my life. Because not only was I calm and collected in that moment, but for the 2 years prior to that, where I was a dead woman walking.
You were working.
Yeah, I was working, I was going out, I was doing stuff. I was a functional member of society for the most part, all while having a piece of my heart torn. Like, that's what I mean, not the surgery, although I am thankful that God pulled me through it and provided the surgeons with the knowledge and the successful conditions. But when I refer to this situation, I am saying the part before the surgery, mostly. Canadian doctors killed a 26-year-old against his family's consent because he was blind and diabetic via MAID. Doctors are useless now. Yeah, I was also blessed that I didn't have useless doctors and that they weren't like DEI hires that didn't know what they were doing. You're special in more than one way. Thank you. I also have autism. Just a little touch of autism. I didn't trust doctors for a long time because the hospital killed both of my grandfathers. Now my geostat is a doctor from the same hospital. Wow.
Ironically, the hospital that caught the error is one that's in the area is not the best.
Yeah. Like, isn't that one where they mistreated one of your family members?
They gave the wrong kind of medication to my grandmother, and as a result, can't prove it now because they always scrub their records afterwards. But yeah, no, she's no longer with us because of mistakes that they made.
Yeah. So not only was it caught, but it was caught at a hospital that was known for malpractice. Absolutely crazy stuff.
It'd be what it do. Kimchi, it'd be what it do.
Yeah. It's one thing to have a successful surgery that was as risky as that one, but it's a whole nother thing to live with your heart torn.
So surgeons did their job? That's no proof of God. You should be thanking the medical team that actually saved your life. If God really saved your life, why do so many innocent kids die?
Grandma.
I think a good chunk of this chat has autism. We attract people like, we attract each other like Stan users. The Stan user could be anybody, and it's just like me.
I have ADHD. Does that count? Possibly.
Yeah. They're often comorbidities.
Well, comorbidity is not quite the right term, but
they often coincide.
Yeah, they often go together, actually, ironically.
And they have really similar symptoms sometimes.
Autism is a type of psychomagnetism, yeah.
Great, get drafted, etc.
I'm not diagnosed.
As soon as Christians realized their entire storyline was made up to control them,
pretty sure.
Make money, the better. Again, this cynical, this incredibly vile outlook on...
why do so many innocent kids die, get trafficked? As soon as Christians realized their entire storyline was made up to control them and make money, the better.
If God real, why bad thing happen?
If God real, why bad thing happen? Also, the original Christians absolutely did not make money off of being Christians.
No.
Like, they got literally murdered in the worst way possible. Some of the worst ways. Like, getting your skin cut off, or being boiled in hot oil.
Or getting crucified.
Or being crucified upside down. Like, those people died for a reason. They made not a single penny, pretty much. Like, they all lived, like, super humble lives. If not, like, actually homeless. Like, it wasn't for the sake of
I like
control
that. I'm pinning that.
and making money. Huh?
Why is it cold when the sun exists?
If the sun exists, why is it cold when I'm not in front of it? Why is it cold when the sun isn't shining? If the sun exists, if light is real, then why are there shady spots? Checkmate, light believers. Sure, when the original Christians saw Jesus walk out of the tomb, they said, awesome. Dude, that's totally awesome sauce. Why ocean not overflow when it rains? If sin evil, why so tempting? If sin is real, why do I want to do it so much? why do I want to do it? If it's real, why do I want to? Like, if it were truly a man-made religion, then why does it go against like every single of men's intuitions and desires? Like, if it were really a man-made religion, it would just basically be hedonism. Like, just do whatever you want all the time. You are your own god. Anything you want is fine. Just be yourself. Selegism? No, more like New Age. I would say New Age is, yeah, very much a man-made religion. If God exists, I have a choice to do bad. Why would he give me choice to do bad? If he loved me? Well, you need to give people the chance to choose to love you. Like, God made us to love him, but true love requires a choice. And in that choice, there needs to be an other option. And anything other than God is not good. Like, people fail to realize if we were made to be automatons and just robotically love God no matter what, and we weren't ever given the choice to not do that, then that wouldn't actually be love. Like, if you kidnap a girl and be like, hey, you're in my basement, I give you these drugs to make you love me. Is that love? Is that love? I don't think so. If Jesus rose from the dead, why didn't they post it on YouTube? Are they stupid or something? If Jesus real, why isn't there a Polaroid of him? I say that because there is a literal picture. We have a picture of Jesus. And people still don't believe it. Yeah, the Shroud of Turin. It is the shroud that Jesus was buried in. And the light emitted from his body was so great, it made a photo negative on the shroud that he was covered in, front and back. And it is from a very long time ago. Even if you go by the mistaken studies where they took a bit of a cloth that was from a patch that had been restored after it had been through a fire, then that was at least 500 years before photo technology came out. At least 500 years before then. It's not painted, it's not burnt. Like, it is a photo negative. And even if you buy the fake story that it was, you know, something that was fabricated later on, it is still 500 years at least before photos were invented. So, like, how did this happen? How did this occur? That's crazy. Click and Chettle, when Jesus said, I'm the light of the world, he wasn't claiming to be a 100-watt light bulb. Shroud of Turin, what a bet, preacher boy. He literally was the light of the world. Literally. Scientists to this day can't recreate what was done to the cloth. Yeah, we can't even recreate it now. With all of our technology, we can't recreate it now, let alone some, like, 1300s peasants. Even if you buy into the lie that it was, like, made way later than what it would have been, like, even though they found, like, pollen on it, yeah, from that region of Israel, from that time period, and the weave of the shroud is exactly like that from the area and the time frame that Jesus lived. They still can't recreate it.
So limiting, and
I want to have like a full
so
conversation
shallow
with the guy.
And you know, you almost want to turn to religion when you see people like that and pray for their souls.
That's exactly the reason I do this. Because people make themselves look like jerks. And then, like, wow, the Christians are actually the ones being reasonable. I never would have thought maybe this Christianity thing has more to it. If my people on this side are acting so completely unreasonable,
which they probably do not have, considering the that they spout. Again, I personally sound like some religious person here as well, even though I am not. But you really want to side with the religious person in such a case, because these people are so goddamn awful. And I don't even know where to begin with them. So let's just continue. N-words think that feeling others believing their depression is okay, or whatever the
N-words. N-words.
Because the big old powerful being will take care of it. In the end, is a comfortable thing. Bro, they're about to find comfort with a Smith & Wesson in their mouth. How about you actually take the ability God gave you for empathy and communication and put it towards actually making sure these people.
I am the arbiter of empathy. Also, you should KYS. You should krill yourself because I don't agree with you. You tell me I should find hope in life. I should find hope and that Jesus loves me. Why don't you go eat a bullet? Like, what do you have to be on to have this opinion? What? I'm so confused how we even got here. Because these people are giving Christianity merit of being a better side than them. Yeah. When the difference is this stark, I found hope in God, and you can too. And I hope I see you in heaven. And like he is the answer to your problems. No cap. And they're just like, wow, krill yourself. Go Kermit sewer slide. Like, the starkness is enough to like jar people into being like, what am I doing? What is this? Is the side that I'm on? This is what my side is doing? How is this person real? It may not be. Could be a bot. Then again, some bots are... No, I don't want to say that. That's mean. That's mean.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I gotta tame my meanness. I've been working hard on that.
She did a very good job in this situation. Maybe not in every perfect situation she'll be perfect, but you know.
Yeah, I will always do my best. That does not mean that I will not mess up. I am bound to like do something that I shouldn't. Like, I am not like some perfect being who will never make a mistake. I unfortunately work with people like this. They don't think this type of language should be taken seriously. It's sad. I'll take krill oil supplements, get on my level. Like,
Well, don't commit suicide instead of telling them God's here, so don't have the big sad. Again,
God is here. Don't have big sad. Big sad is cringe. God is based. Don't be sad. Jesus loves you.
and this is an incredibly shallow understanding of what Maria here tried to tell them. It's not just there's a big sky daddy out there, and you don't have to be sad because if you just leave yourself to him, you just magically be cured out of depression. But it's
no, it takes a while of sanctification. Like, there are some people where like they convert and then their depression is instantly gone. But for a lot of people, it's a process of learning to put more and more faith in God, and in that obeying his orders, obeying him, and that you live a better life once you start actually following his commands and actually listening to his voice and praying. Praying is very good for self-reflection. Like, I saw something online, like a clinical neuroscientist, and he was like, yeah, praying is like literally one of the best things you can do for your mental health. Like, it's pretty much a prerequisite to stopping addictions. Like, things that we humans can't do, like pretty much impossible on our own willpower, is somehow possible whenever we entrust a higher power with it.
simply not about that. It's about finding meaning in life. And if you find it in God, that's on you. And if you find that comfortable in your life, if that fixes whatever is wrong with you mentally, then all the better for you. But these people do not understand that. They're looking for solutions, and usually those solutions are drugs. Just drug yourself until you don't feel anything, instead of,
Their solution to depression is just hedonism. Just be yourself, follow your heart, do whatever you want all the time. That's the secular solution to depression. That and like SSRIs, which like crazy mess you up.
Yeah.
But again, we're dealing with severely cynical people here, so this is probably just talking to a wall. And then it continued. With quote retweets, of course. Whenever someone says something disagreeable, you have to quote retweet them and shit on them. Maria, literally pedo bait. as they're literally rage baiting
Yeah,
lolly
there's
VTuber.
multiple people, multiple posts saying that I lolly pedo bait VTuber. Why was this? Multiple people have this thought independently.
Isn't something I thought I'd seen
That's
this
crazy.
lifetime. Honestly, fire away to fake engagement. And then Maria has to reply because these weird lolly accusations, these weird
Sir.
pedo baiting accusations are just completely like made up and false.
Yeah.
And she presents her model, which is
Yep, a full turnaround of my 3D model. Sir, I am 24 whole years old, and my model is a grown woman. In no way am I a lolly.
I would say voluptuous. Looks like an office sort of lady, and she's
Yeah.
quite.
I've been called like a office siren. Or whatever the term is. I've been told that I am both too voluptuous and also I look like a child.
By no means is this a lolly. Me,
Yeah, if you look at this and say that's a child, that looks like a child, there's something wrong with you. Real. So real.
lolly expert. I would know if one is a lolly or not. And it certainly doesn't look like any child I've ever seen. So
If the children in your area look like this, you need to check your water supply. You need to check your water supply. They're putting some chemicals in your water that are making kids develop way too fast. Like they're putting some like green radioactive goop into your tap water.
presents her model, which is I would say voluptuous. Looks like an office sort of lady, and she's quite curvy. I would even
I
say.
got told that I look like a librarian.
By no means is this a lolly.
Depend on the fluoride.
In the fluoride.
Me, a lolly expert. I would know if one is a lolly or not. And it certainly doesn't look like
we're back where
any
we were.
child I've ever seen. So I don't know. These people are just kind of insane. And Maria says, "Sir, I am 24 whole years old, and my model is a grown woman." Crying, laughing emoji. I am in no way am I a lolly. Which the guy replies, "I didn't bother to look at your profile, just assume." Well,
I just didn't look. I didn't care to look. I just wanted to throw accusations at you mindlessly. I didn't even check.
my bad, but you should seriously consider it if you want to optimize the rage bait.
Currently watching
You can't
video
even
about
call this a
me.
troll. This is just a stupid person just spouting nonsense because they wanted to be angry at someone.
Also, there is language in this video. There is language. So be cautious of that if you're sensitive.
They just found a target to get angry at, and again, Christians are very easy targets for these people. And then it continued. I'm pretty against lolly VTubers and have called some out for trying to end, but Maria doesn't have a lolly model. And apparently that's just her natural voice, like 24/7, according to her friends / acquaintances, spelled wrong.
Yup.
I can confirm, like 90% of the time, that like especially when she's excited, this is her voice.
Yes, I have tried so hard to mature my voice on purpose. I have tried so hard, but I can't do it. I cannot sustain it. Cause if I go lower, I end up getting like really raspy. And that's not... It's a sign that your throat isn't meant for that range. I can do it, but I have to consciously do it. And I have to fight my throat to do it.
Yeah, it's true. This is true. I'll confirm it outright right here, right now.
Yeah, I talk this way on and off of stream. I just do. There is no way to change it. I have tried. I get a pumpkin spice latte to to give myself a little treat. Nobody clipped any of that.
simply put VTuber make money from degenerate and making them believe she's not modifying her voice in face if she didn't do a face reveal.
Modifying her face. Brother, that's VTubing. That is just VTubing. That's the whole point. Like, not everyone does it because they got an ugly mug like me, but like, it's a cool creative medium, regardless of what you look like.
But again, this guy is just kind of unhinged, so I wouldn't expect him to spell correctly. As far as I'm concerned, this person is alive and doesn't exist. Yes, you're speaking to ChatGPT.
I do not exist. I am not real. I have been a figment of your imagination this whole time. Have you taken your pills today? Have you taken your medication? Your vitamins, your supplements, your SSRIs that the government has forced onto you? Have you taken them?
That sounds pretty good. Cornbread pancakes with some maple syrup. That sounds pretty nice, actually.
Yes, I did. Good job.
He's been
Good job,
he's doing
Clara.
both voices this whole time.
In the form of a VTuber that quote-unquote pedo-baits people with a adult-looking model character.
If y'all come down to reach,
I am an adult that is also not like sexual.
And I would go over more posts, but these are like choice. These are like chef's kiss
because it's addicted to
retarded.
cocaine.
I love that phrasing.
Like choice. These are like chef's kiss retarded.
You can follow back.
Yeah, I would go over more, but these ones are like chef's kiss retarded. Oh, that's great.
And believe it or not,
For real.
considering the amount of attention this post got, she has been getting shit on for days at this point. And I really feel bad for her. I mean, there are
was
people
like 2 or
out there
3 days.
that are grifters that do grift with religion. They have no set principles and they just want to fool you and separate you from your money eventually. You know, your Christ is King types, your Nick Fuenteses, and whatever other America First pseudo-religious people there are in that organization. These are Maria Grace is not one of these.
I am America First. I am.
When it comes to whatever. When it comes to country stuff, like, yeah, of course, I want to put my own country first, living in my country, or things for my country. Yeah, of course. I live in this country. I want this country to do good because I live here.
Yeah, it's not like a horrible thing for a country to worry about its own citizens first before worrying about being a savior to the world.
Secure your oxygen mask before trying to put the oxygen mask on the person beside you.
Yeah, we cannot be the saviors of the universe.
People.
But these people are ridiculous.
So again, they won't be able to tell them apart from these other actual grifters. But upon seeing an easy target, they just took it and decided to unload everything on her. I hope she ignores them. She's been doing a fairly good job at it at this point.
Yeah. All this Twitter drama, I have been through so much. It doesn't really affect me. I have been through worse.
She seems to be the type of religious person, the type of Christian that is live and let live. However, these internet atheists, these weird far leftists that are attacking her, well, they don't believe in that. This is their empathy on display. That's how they show it to other people. And I hope something smites them. If it's not a godly figure, it's I don't know, a truck, because this behavior is just completely unacceptable.
The Ford F-150. You can put your faith in the Ford F-150.
But for right now, that's everything.
Blue Ford
And I hope to see you on the next one.
Don't be caught riding in a Chevy with your pants feeling heavy.
We made it to the end. We made it to the end of the video. What do you guys think of the video? Would you give it a thumbs up? Would you like and subscribe? Like and subscribe.
It's a good video, though, yeah.
Yeah. What kind of Christian wouldn't say Christ is king?
Right.
There's some people.
That's true. They're yeah.
I recently came across the video. I might show it later. I think I bookmarked it. Yeah, he said, thank you for covering this and being so respectful. It was a wild situation, but I assure you, I am all good. And it hasn't affected me negatively. God bless you, Curry. And thanks again. If you look at anything anime and you start thinking about kids, that says more about you than us. Reddit may gloat about being atheists, but they are more like cultist zealots than any of those they try and point their fingers at. Thanks for giving me another Christian VTuber to follow. Absolutely based. I hope you're watching now. If you are watching now, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm not even religious, and yet I thank God that I haven't turned out like one of these losers. They're actually devoid of so much meaning that they find it necessary to tear down anyone who does find meaning in their existence. And they despise their own existence and loathe God for the situation they find themselves in. So no one else is able to be happy with life. So true. Ironic how a difference in faith is what gets Christians gets the Christian girl attacked by the atheistic and empathetic crowd. Yet similar things is what caused many to leave the faith behind years ago. Truly bizarre. Yeah. Like bad actors in whatever your worldview is the reason a lot of people leave Christianity, because there's a bunch of people who misbehave and don't represent Christ very well, and they say, oh well, I guess Christianity isn't true because these professing Christians aren't doing what I expect Christians to do. What is wrong with these people? They're literally bullying her. Let her live her life. People can't help to see a real, authentic gangster like myself win at life. They can't stand it. They can't stand to see an OG like me winning.